Peanut butter and jelly is a classic American combo, but this time in cookie form.
Like most standard cookies, this one is made with sugar, eggs and butter, then with flour, and we're going to flavour this one with crunchy peanut butter. So texture, extra richness, and obviously all that flavour, plus some jam. Okay, nice. So peanut butter and jelly, good combo.
We'll get to that later.
Good combo. We all know it's coming, we all know it's coming. So to start off with, we're going to go with brown sugar because it gives you a slightly chewier cookie and a dark golden colour. So that's all going in there, along with our softened butter. So that's there at room temperature. And if you can start to beat or whisk that together, whichever you prefer. And you want to go until it's a nice smooth paste and the butter and the sugar are all equally combined. So homemade cookies are awesome because you can make them any shape or size you want.
It really is a family favourite.
It is, you can kind of cook them, and best still, once you've made this mix, you don't have to cook them all off. So you can leave the mix in the fridge for a couple of days and just bake them off as and when you want them, and then have fresh cookies whenever you want them. Now that's a winner. Now that's light, soft, creamy and fluffy, we'll add in an egg at a time, and you can beat that in as well. So the raising agent here comes in the form of egg, and in a minute we're going to add self-raising flour plus a raising agent. They're really light cookies as well, which you need because once you've added in the jelly and the peanut butter, it can become quite dense. And now that's all combined, we can add in our flour, so that's self-raising flour, and our raising agent as well, a teaspoon of that. There we go, and just before it's all combined, we'll add in our peanut butter. This is crunchy peanut butter because you want that texture.
Nice.
You want all the weights and measurements, all the details are below.
It's getting sticky and heavy.
And then while you're finishing that off, I'll show you we've got a baking tray lined with baking paper and just a little bit of butter on the underside just to stick it down so it's greased up.
We're going to make giant cookies, yeah?
You can make any size you want. We're going to go with ones that have a dimple in the middle. And then we're going to fill the dimple with our jam, as we said before, because peanut, butter and jelly is a fantastic combination. Apparently, so our American friends tell us.
Question, you know what's going to be? Why do the Americans call jam jelly? Because it's not jelly.
Don't ask me, ask them.
Tell us, we're confused.
So at this point, you can just put teaspoons of the mixture onto our tray and bake them off as they are. But because we're going to put our jam in the middle, we need to be able to mould it. So it's a little bit too soft at the moment. So we need to put it into the fridge to set up for about an hour, and then we can mould them to shape. With our batter now, or dough, cookie dough, now cool, we can...
Not in this video. No, not in this video. Get out. Get out.
But it looks delicious.
You can have some later. Now that our batter, or rather cookie dough, has set up in the fridge, we can start to mould it. So there's little wet fingers. And then just take a chunk and we're going to mould it into cookie shapes, just like that. And then what we want to do is put our thumb inside, because you want a kind of pocket in there that we can put our jam in the middle. Okay, so it's a little bit like moulding clay or something like that, a little pot. Try and keep the same size. And you want quite a deep pocket for that jam because as it cooks, it bubbles over and you don't want it too messy. They always look a little bit rustic, but we want to try and keep them as neat as possible. So if you carry on with those. So now in these holes, we can put a little bit of our jam. This is just a blackberry jam, but you can use whatever flavour you like. Depending on the size you make these cookies, there's enough here to make about 12. And the last one, like so. Leave them a little bit of space in case they do expand, which they will a little bit in the oven. At this point, they can go into our preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes, at which point they'll be nice and golden, but still with a little chew in the middle. Now that our cookies are baked and had a chance to cool down, we can cram a few into our cookie jar. Like so.
Perfect fit.
Perfect fit every time. There it is, our peanut butter and jelly cookies sorted.
Yoink.
One of them.
Yum. I love cookies. Wow. They're really peanutty. And the jam is oozing. It's so soft inside.
Peanut butter and jelly. Maybe Americans do know what they're talking about.
Very clever.
It's good. And remember, if you like this kind of sweet stuff and loads more sweet and savoury, then check out our website, sortedfood.com, for daily video recipes.
Go do it. They are amazing.